Hello guys, welcome back to a new video. And in this video I'm going to cover how to divide a whole number by a decimal. Now, decimals and division show up all throughout math and life as well. So being able to work with decimals and solve division problems involving decimals will be beneficial no matter what. What class level of um, math class you are working towards, whatever your situation may be, this should be helpful in better understanding division problems that involve decimals. Let's jump into number one where we have... Okay, so let's jump into our first example where we have 48 divided by 0.6. So the first step we have to take is we have to set up the problem. So we have 0.648. So we have 48 divided by 0.6. So now we have to see, are we dividing by a whole number, or is the divisor a whole number? The divisor isn't a whole number. As you can see here, we have 0.6. So we don't have a whole number, so we have to make it into a whole number. We do this by timesing it by 10, timing the 0.6 by 10. If we time this by 10, we have to multiply this by 10 also. So we get 6 and 480. 480. So now we have multiplied both by 10 and we have a whole number now. So now we can start by doing our usual dividing steps. So first we see, does the 6 fit into the first digit, which is 4? No, it doesn't fit, so we're going to have to get some help from the digit right next to it. So the 8. So we have 48 now. So 48 divided by 6, or how many times does 6 fit into 48? 6 fits 8 times into 48, and you have to write it above the 8 because we also use this one. So what we do now is we multiply 6 by 8. 6 multiplied by 8 equals exactly 48. What we have to do now is we have to subtract 48 from 48 and we get 0. So after we subtract, we bring the next digit down and we have 2 zeros. Now we have to see how many times does 6 fit into 0. 6 fits 0 times into 0. So we write the number up here and we multiply again. So 0 multiplied by 6 equals 0. So we put the 0 down here and we subtract. 0 minus 0 equals 0. So we have a clean cut 0 and we can't bring down another digit because we don't have any. So our final answer for the first example will be 80. So this one was an easy one. Now we're going to go to the second example, which is a bit harder. So we have 34 divided by 0.25. So first step, of course, we have to set up the problem. 0.25 and 34. So now again, we are looking at the divisor. Is it the whole number? In this case, again, it isn't a whole number. So we have to make it a whole number by multiplying it. If we multiply by 10, we get 2.5. But we don't want that because we need a whole number without any decimals. So we can multiply it by 100. And the 34 also. If we both multiply these by 100, we get 25, 25 and 3,400. So now we have our whole number, we can start the process. So first of all, we see, does 25 fit into 3? No, it doesn't. So again, we're gonna have to get help from the 4. So I'm gonna draw a little arrow here, so we know we have to put our number right here. So how many times does 25 fit into 34? Well, 25 only fits one time into 34. Now we have to multiply. 1 times 25 equals 25. Now we're going to subtract these two. 34 minus 25 equals 9. So let's instead of writing down the answer, let's do this step by step. So 4 minus 5 we can't do, so we have to borrow 1 from the 3. Now we have a 2 here and a 14 here. 14 minus 5 equals 9. And now 2 minus 2 equals 0, or basically nothing. So now we have our 9. We are done with the first one. We have to bring down the next digit. We have 90 now. So now we're gonna go over it all again and just repeat the same process. So we do 90 divided by 25, or how many times does 25 fit into 90? 25 fits 3 times into 90. So we're gonna write a 3 down here, up here I mean, and we have to multiply it. Now 3 times 25, 3 times 25 equals 75. If we did 4 times 25, we would get 100 and we would be over our 90. So it only fits 3 times. Now we already know what 3 times 25 is. It's 75. And now we can subtract. 90 minus 75 equals 15. Now again, for the last step, we have to bring this one down again. Then we have 150. Now, one more time we're going to repeat. So we have to do 150 divided by 25. Or how many times does 25 fit into 150? Well, 25 fits 6 times into 150. 6 times 25 equals exactly 150. So we can write the 6 up here, and again we have to multiply. 6 times 25 equals 150. 150. So now we subtract these two. 0 minus 0 equals 0, 5 minus 5 also 0, and 1 minus 1 also 0. So we have a clean-cut 0 at the end. This means we are done with the equation and our final answer will be 136. This was basically the video, guys, on dividing whole numbers by decimals. I do want to say one thing. If we are working with decimals and dividing them, we want to keep everything in our whole process of the problem a decimal. So we couldn't get a remainder, let's say 7 here. We couldn't have 136 remainder 7 because we want everything just to be round with no remainders. So this was the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did enjoy the video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave a question in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video.